Let us see the next problem based on the example of conservation of angular momentum, that is law of conservation of angular momentum. A spherical water balloon is revolving at 60 rpm. So this is the initial frequency of that rotating balloon, 60 rpm. So no need to convert readily. Sometimes both the values are in rpm. So unit get cancelled, or we can find the another value in the same unit, revolutions per minute, because here the comparative case, first case and second case. In the course of time, 48.8% of its water leak out. So out of the total water, this much water leaks out. Whenever such a physical quantity is expressed in the percentage, so we have to consider initial reference value is as 100. So out of the 100, 48.8 part of the water is removed out from that water balloon. With what frequency will the remaining balloon revolve now? So what will be the frequency of the balloon if this much amount of the water leak out? If this much water leak out, then the mass decreases, hence moment of inertia decreases. As moment of inertia decreases, angular velocity increases. So in the second case, the angular velocity or that frequency surely more than the 60 rpm. Neglect all non-conservative forces. So neglecting all other forces. So this is a problem based on law of conservation of angular momentum. When no external torque acts on the rotating body, then angular momentum remains conserved. So here initial frequency is given 60 rpm, that is the value of n1, and we have to find the new frequency, that is n2. So here 48.8% of water leaks out. So what is m1 by m2 here? Here m1 is initial mass, m2 is new mass of water in that rotating balloon. So mass is equal to density into volume. So density of water is same. So mass is proportional to the volume. So m1 by m2 is equal to v1 by v2. Means initial volume, this is new volume. This volume is directly proportional to r cube, because here volume substitution is like 4 by 3 pi r cube, because here it is a spherical balloon. So volume is considered as 4 by 3 pi r1 cube for v1. Similarly for v2, 4 by 3 pi r2 cube. So 4 by 3 pi get cancelled. It is r1 by r2 cube. Hence we get here m1 by m2 in relation with r1 by r2. Hence what is r1 by r2? r1 by r2 will be cube root of this m1 by m2. So r1 by r2 is cube root of m1 by m2. Why we need such value? Because while substituting the moment of inertia, here nothing is given. So we need the ratio of masses m1 by m2. Also we need the ratio of r1 by r2. So for that purpose we have to substitute, we have to convert one variable into another variable. So for that purpose we need a relation between r1 by r2 in terms of m1 by m2. So r1 by r2 is cube root of m1 by m2. It is written here m1 by m2 raised to 1 by 3. Now what is m1 by m2? If initial mass is 100, new mass is 48.8, part of it get removed, means remaining will be 100 minus 48.8. If initial mass is 100, new mass will be 100 minus 48.8. So it will be 100 upon second case mass is 51.2. On solving this, so shifting the decimal by 2 digits on the here left hand side. So we get 1 by 0.512. So 512 is the cube of 8. 512 is the cube of 8. So m1 by m2 cube root. So what is m1 by m2 cube root? So that will give you a value of r1 by r2. So what is r1 by r2? It is m1 by m2 cube root. So m1 by m2 cube root is 1 by 8. It is a cube root of this value. it is 1 by 0.8, and 1 by 0.8 will be 1.25. So on solving this, for example, shifting the decimal by 1 digit, it is 10 by 8. 10 by 8 means 5 by 4. 5 by 4 is 1.25. Now here initial frequency is 60 rpm, that is 1 rps. You may substitute here value as it is in rpm or convert it in rps, divide by 60. We have to find the N2. Here the water is filled in spherical balloon. So here we have to use the moment of inertia of a sphere. Being sphere, the moment of inertia is 2 by 5 mr square. So what are the two cases? So I1 by I2. So we will let us find the ratio of I1 by I2. So I1 by I2 equal to m1 by m2 into r1 by r2 whole square. Actually I1 by I2 is 2 by 5 m1 r1 square, 2 by 5 m2 r2 square. So 2 by 5 get cancel. So I1 by I2 is m1 by m2 into r1 by r2 whole square. Earlier we have calculated the values of m1 by m2 and also r1 by r2. Even though from that we can substitute the values, and let us proceed for this ratio, or we will convert one variable into another variable. So here substituting r1 by r2 square. So what is r1 by r2? R1 by R2 is m1 by m2 raised to 1 by 3. If we substitute in place of R1 by R2, m1 by m2 raised to 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 square. So that becomes 2/3. So we get it is m1 by m2 into m1 by m2 raised to 2 by 3. So base same, then indices get added. So here is power 1 and here is the power 2 by 3. So 1 plus 2 by 3 is 5 by 3. Hence I1 by I2 become m1 by m2 raised to 5 by 3. Now using that principle of conservation of angular momentum. So according to principle of conservation of angular momentum, I1 omega 1 equal to I2 omega 2. Here omega is further splitted as 2 pi into n1, 2 pi into n2, cancelling 2 pi, 2 pi from the equation. We get I1 n1 equal to I2 n2. If 2 pi get cancelled. Now we have a value of I1 by I2. We have to find the n2, and n1 is also known. So n2 equation become I1 by I2 into n1. So n2 is I1 by I2 into n1. So what is I1 by I2? I1 by I2 is m1 by m2 raised to 5 by 3 into n1. n1 is 1 rps. If you want to substitute in rps, so it is 1. So m1 by m2 ratio is 1.25. m1 by m2 is 1.25. That is the cube root of m1 by m2 is 1.25. Its power 5. So whenever we solve this, its value is 3.052 rps. So its value is 3.052 rps. So this is the solution of this problem. Now next heading is the rolling motion. What is the rolling motion? Rolling is a combined motion, translational motion and rotational motion. Example of a rolling: football rolls on the ground. When cricket ball rolls on the ground, so it have combined motion. It moves from one place to another place. That is translational motion, and also it rotates around the axis of rotation. That is a rotational motion. So total kinetic energy in a rolling is sum of the kinetic energy in translational and kinetic energy in rotational. So total rolling kinetic energy is a sum of translational Ke plus rotational Ke. So rolling kinetic energy is, translational kinetic energy is half mv square and rotational kinetic energy is half I omega square. For any body, this I can be substituted as mk square. This is the generalized formula for any object, for any shape in terms of radius of gyration, because while considering the radius of gyration, object is treated as point mass, and this is a particular distance of that point mass from the axis of rotation, that is one particle system. So for every regular shape, the moment of inertia formula is different. Also it differs for a different axis of rotation. but in terms of radius of gyration, I equal to mk square. What is omega in terms of linear velocity? Omega is substituted as v by r. Omega square is nothing but v by r whole square. So this equation can be modified into half mv square term as it is, plus half I is mk square and omega square is v by r whole square. From these two terms, half mv square can be taken common. So inside the bracket 1 plus here k square by r square. So this is a formula of total kinetic energy in rolling, or this is said as rolling kinetic energy of a body. It is half mv square in bracket 1 plus k square by r square. So next part we will continue in the next